which has branches at Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai and Bangalore, the sales manager wants a quarterly sales report. Okay. So he wants to see the quarterly sales report, how much sales have been performed in each and every branch. So how will he know that? Each branch has a separate operational system. See, they are maintaining the data in different operational systems. So for example, Mumbai branch is maintaining their data in Excel, and Delhi they are maintaining data in Oracle. Then some are like Chennai and Bangalore are maintaining in SQL Server. So these are different operational systems. So it's kind of a database where the data is getting stored every day. Whatever the transaction has been happening, that will get stored in this particular system. Okay. So in that case, so how will he get the details of sales report? So they are the different databases where they are capturing all the data, and he wants sales per item type per branch for the first quarter. Sales manager wants it. So how these all will join? So how he will get the report? So we need to extract sales information from each database. So first part what we need to do is we need to extract the sales information from each database. Also store the information in a common repository at a single site. So we need to fetch the data from all 4 different databases, and we need to store that information in a common repository. That is nothing but a data warehouse. Okay.
So basically data warehouse, it's like another database?
Yes, yes. Okay. Nothing but separate database where you will capture all your data like this. So you're just capturing all this data, but this activity can be performed by using ETL tools: extraction, transformation and loading, like Informatica, Data Stage, Ab Initio, MSBI. Under MSBI we have SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services. The same way OBI, Oracle Business Intelligence. Under that also we have separate ETL tools.
Okay. So by using Cognos, using Cognos, can't directly extract the data from the database by using Cognos?
We can extract the data in Cognos. We have a component called Cognos Data Manager. Okay. But it's not that famous. Cognos is famous for reporting tool.
Okay, fine.
If you purchase a Cognos suite from IBM, they will offer you Cognos Data Manager as well. You know, that will have a few licenses. So in case if you are not, not enough to bear the cost of separate ETL tools. So for example, Informatica and Ab Initio, this will be too costly. In case if you want, are purchasing IBM suite, so you will be getting the data manager as well, so that you can work with it, but it's not that effective compared to Informatica or Data Stage. That's the reason most of the people will not go for data manager. They'll be, Cognos can be used only for reporting purpose. Majority of the people.
Okay.
Okay. So from this, once ETL tool has loaded the data into data warehouse, so from there the query and analysis tools will come. From there the report will be fetched by the sales manager. This report, by using Cognos or business objects. So there are multiple reporting tools available in the market. Okay. So this is how the process would be in any organization if they want to see the data of their business, if they want to take a decision, if they want to see the history of or trends. So how in each and every quarter how the sales is growing, whether it is growing or it's going down. So those kind of information they will get out of that report. Got it? Any doubts here?
Yeah, no doubts. So basically there are so many reporting tools, right? I heard that MicroStrategy is also another reporting tool.
Yes, MicroStrategy also there is. In MSBA also we have SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services. In OBA again we have BO, it's a SAP product, Business Objects.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, the scenario 2. So one-stop shopping supermarket. So in US, there will be Walmart. It have multiple chains, right?
Yes.
So the supermarket has huge operational databases. Whenever executive wants some report, the OLTP system becomes slow and data entry operator have to wait for some time. So most of the people are, the billers will be there, right? They will be entering all the purchased items and they will be entering the bill. So that time the data will go and insert into a particular database. At the same time, if someone wants to see the report, so he has to wait for some time and to get the output. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I'm getting. OLTP system in the sense?
Online transactional processing system. Online transactional processing system. The same way VOLAP, online analytical processing. So we will see the difference between these two in the coming slides.
Okay.
Okay. So one data entry operator is entering the data. So once you have purchased a few goods, few items, so this data entry operator is entering those items to their database. The same time the another person will be entering the data, right? So in case if the management wants to see the data on operational database, it will be too slow. Whereas if it is a data warehouse, it will be quicker. That we will see. So he has to wait for some time, because that since they are inserting the data, at the same time he wants to retrieve the data, which will be too slow on OLTP system. Extract data needed for analysis from operational database. They have to store it in a warehouse, then refresh warehouse at regular interval so that it contains up-to-date information for analysis purpose. So if you have a solid information, then only you can analyze the data, right? If you have only 1 or 2 day data, you can't analyze more. That does not help you for analyzing. Am I right?
Yeah.
If you have like last quarter or last 1 year data, it would be helpful for you to make a decision out of it. That also warehouse will contain data with historical perspective. Okay, that is in the data warehouse is nothing but it keeps historical data like this operational database, and it has to go to the data warehouse. Then only it will be faster. That is the need of data warehousing. Okay. That's the reason most of the organizations are going for implementing the data warehouse. They are implementing the data warehouse, and out of the data warehouse they are generating the reports. Okay?
Yeah, fine.
Any confusion here?
Yeah, no confusion.
Okay, fine. So out of the data warehouse they will generate a report. So it's a transaction.
So the main use of the data warehouse is to only for the report generation, that's it?
Yeah, it will be retrieval will be the faster. So that once you see the main purpose is the manager or senior people who want to analyze their data, their business. They wanted to improve or they want to take a decision where in which all areas they wanted to improve. So based on that only they can take a decision, a business analyst or senior managers. The main purpose is to generate reports out of it, reports cubes from the data warehouse. Okay. Even from operation system also they can generate reports. They can connect to that particular operation system and they can generate reports, but it will be too slow. So users can't wait for that long to get that report, right? They want the data to be matter of seconds. They want to see the data. Okay. So now we'll take a scenario 3. So Cakes and Cookies is a small and new company. The president of the company wants his company should grow. He needs information so that he can make correct decisions. So how will he do that? So he has to he needs to improve the quality of data before loading it into the warehouse. See, the data as it is, he can't load the data. For example, if you take the first example, we have branches in 4 different states, 4 different cities. Okay, so in one city they have maintaining gender as M, in another is they are maintaining as MALE, the values which I am talking about. So in another city they said only 0 or 1, if 0 is for male and 1 is for female. In case if they are maintaining in such a fashion, while consolidating the data it would be too difficult for them. Am I right?
Yes.
So that's the reason they have to improve the quality of data before loading it into the warehouse. So while loading it to the warehouse, it should be a single one. Either it should be M or F or 01 or MALE or FEMALE. So they have to, it has to be consistent, so that while inserting into the data warehouse there will be only one record, either M or MALE or 0. So that's how they have to maintain the quality. So that you don't need to worry about all this, because these are the tasks can be performed by ETL people. They will do all this transforming, loading, and data cleansing, all those stuff. We don't need to worry as part of, reporting developer work will not start from here. Okay.
Okay.
Perform data cleansing and transformation before loading the data. Use query analysis to support ad hoc queries. Yeah. So till data warehouse, our work will not start. After the data warehouse has been implemented, our work will start. As a report developer, you have to connect to the data warehouse and fetch the data, then build a report out of it. That's what your work going to be. Okay, by using query and analysis tools. So after seeing the report, he can take a decision whether he can go for an expansion or where he wants to improve the business by seeing that report from Cognos or some other tool. So basically this is how the process would be. Any doubts here?
Yeah, no doubt, it's very clear.
Okay, good. So now coming to what is a data warehouse? Data warehouse is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant and non-volatile collection of data in support of management's decision-making process. So that's what we have seen, right? The data warehouse, it supports of management's decision-making process. Whatever the data is available in data warehouse will help to take decisions, right?
Yes.
So this was subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant. So subject-oriented means like they can maintain the data. For example, in your organization, you have a multiple LOBs, or line of businesses, or multiple departments like the sales, HR, finance. Okay, so these are all different subject areas. So they can, segregate the data, like sales data will be separated and HR data will be in some other database, and then finance or production or marketing, whatever it is. So it's like a subject oriented. So we can keep like that and integrated. All these three can be integrated again. It will come as a enterprise data warehouse, EDW. Also the time variant. So each and the time frame, like every quarter or every weekly, they will update the data. They will add the data. So non-volatile means once the data is available in data warehouse, it will not change very frequently. That will be consistent. It will not change. So that we will see in coming slides. What is it exactly? Data warehouse is organized around subjects such as sales, product, and customer. It focuses on modeling and analysis of data for decision makers. It excludes data not useful in decision support process. So any questions here?
Yeah, no more. Actually, in the real-time scenario, so we will be working on one data warehouse or multiple data warehouses will be there?
Like it depends on your requirement. So normally we'll be working on data warehouse, single data warehouse only.
Okay.
Yeah. So in case like the architecture has been designed in such a way that they are having individual data marts. So we will call it as data marts. Subset of data warehouse is called data marts. So this subject areas like sales, product. So all sales related information will be available in one particular database. So there is nothing but data mart. It's a subset of data warehouse. So even you can, because I worked with the data marts and as well data warehouse as well. I have connected to data marts. At the same time, I can connect to data warehouses also to build reports.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it will be like this: your operational system, loans, savings, bank card, and trust. So there are different subject areas. Okay, if it is an operational system, whereas it comes to data warehouse, so it has been segregated towards the customer. So all customer related information will be in this particular database, all vendor related information, all products information, activities, so whether it is a credit, debit, or so whatever activity, that information will be in this particular database. So it's a subject orientation. Okay, so this is the difference between operational and data warehouse. And integration. Yeah, yes, Venu. Do you have any question for me?
So actually it's a data mart in the sense it's like another data warehouse. It's like subset means?
A subset of a data warehouse.
It's a part of data warehouse, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's a subset of the enterprise data warehouse.
Okay.
So again, integration. Data warehouse is constructed by integrating multiple heterogeneous sources. So we have a RDBMS, legacy system, flat file like Excels, notepads, then legacy system. Again, the databases, different databases, DB2, Oracle, SQL Server, Netezza. There are multiple databases, right? RDBMS. So these are all can be integrated and they will load the data into data warehouse. So initially we have discussed, right, in the scenario one, we have a data at SQL Server, we have a data at Oracle, and the another is DB2. So these are different RDBMSs. So all can be integrated and we can load the data into data warehouse. That is the integration part. The data pre-processing are applied to ensure consistency. See, this is how that integration. For example, in the application A, there is a male and female, 1, 0, X, Y, male or female. So in the data warehouse, they want it to be only one record. They don't want to be multiple records. M or F. It makes sense?
Yeah, it's fine.
So the same way in the application pipeline in centimeter, inches, and so this the work done by ETL developer. So we don't need to worry about all this stuff, how we need to, convert all this, or how we need to cleanse the data, all those stuff. And then time variant. It provides information from historical perspective. Example, past 5 to 10 years. Every key structure contains either implicitly or explicitly an element of time. So every period of time they wanted to load the data, or they wanted to see the historical data. So that's why you just call it as time variant. That's one of the functionality of a data warehouse. So non-volatile. Data once recorded can't be updated. So they'll keep on loading the data, and from here we will access the data by using reporting tools. ETL team will load the data and our reporting developer will access the data and create reports out of it. Data warehouse requires two operations in data accessing: initial loading of data and access of data. So basically non-volatile is nothing but it once recorded can't be updated. That's one point you need to remember. information processing. It's used for transaction. And it is used for analysis purpose. So you can do analysis, right? You can do your analysis about your business. It is just a transaction in operational systems. Also here the clerk or DB or database professional, here knowledge workers. It's a day-to-day operation. It is used to support decisions. So this operation will have a current data and data warehouse will have historical information. Here you will have a detailed and flat relational information. Here you have summarized multi-dimensional information. Here it's application oriented and it's a subject oriented. So read and write, mostly read. So from data warehouse we will just read it. We can't update we will not update the data frequently in data warehouse. So again the DB size would be it's 100 MB to GB, but here 100 GB to terabyte. The data warehouse size would be this much, more than this, based on your business. Okay. So any doubts here? What is the difference? The difference between OLTP and OLAP?
Yeah, it's fine. It's very clear. It's clear.
Okay. I'll just. It's too heavy for you, but I'll explain. Data warehousing architecture would be three things actually: sources, then ETL, then data warehouse. The sources, from where you are fetching the data, and then through ETL you will reconcile the data, and then you will place the data in data marts, two different data marts. And then by using these data marts you will analyze the data, whatever it is available in the data marts, analysis, query or reporting, and data mining. So these are different concepts, but we will concentrate on this query reporting part. So do you have any questions so far, Venu? Because it will be fully theory part, this data warehousing.
Yeah, it's no more questions, and actually I have a doubt. I have seen the positions like Cognos developer and Cognos admin. So Cognos developer basically it's a report designing, right? The main
report development part.
And Cognos admin
will be taking care of from installation, configuration, then giving the accesses to new users or revoking, in case if he is out of the organization or if he is out of the project. So this scheduling, all those deployment from one environment to another environment. So these are the activities can be taken care by admin.
Okay. So basically we will cover only development part, right?
Development and modular admin also, like a few, because the sample version we can't do all the stuffs, right? But I will give you the theory part, and I will just show you where and all the changes will happen.
Okay.
The scheduling, deployment, all the stuff I will be showing you. Even modeler also, Cognos modeler, where you will build a model. Based on that only you will create reports.
Yeah, by using framework manager, right? I heard
yes,
that.
Exactly. That also will be covering in this course.
So can I have the course syllabus once?
Yeah, sure. I will share with you.
Okay.
So we'll just go to the Cognos introduction part. So that is all about data warehousing basically. Okay. So I'll just give you the architecture part. Data warehousing architecture, basically basic architecture part. So we'll be having multiple source systems from where we will extract the data and we will load it into the data warehouse, from where we will build a data marts as well on top of data warehousing if needed. So from the data warehouse or data mart, the users will fetch the data to see the reports. This is the basic architecture, data warehousing architecture with a staging area. So what they will do is the data sources will be the same and they will add one more staging area. It might be because, for example, see, I have an organization which has branches in multiple countries. Okay. So each country, the sales timings will close in different timings, right?
Yes.
In US, it will be like now it's a morning. So by the time it closes in India, they'll start their business. Am I right?
Yes.
So the data, once they have closed the whole data, the sales transactions will come into the staging area. So and once the India sales closes, then the data will go on sit here, and then in another country the same, the data will come here, and then all together will go on store it in warehouse. Make sense?
Yes.
So that's the reason they will go for staging area. This is a one of example which I'm giving you. There are multiple scenarios like this, why they will create a staging area. So that is a one, and then with the data marts as well. So once they have created data warehouse, they can go with the data marts also, purchasing, sales, inventory. So from where they can again generate reports out of it and for the users. It depends on your business. Any questions, Meenam?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. So, yep. So, coming to Cognos, we have a different versions. So, right from ReportNet, before that it was Impromptu and PowerPlay. Those are Windows based. So, we have a Windows based and web based tools in Cognos. Do you know what is web based and what is Windows based?
Yeah, web-based means we need some URL to access it, like
Yes, yeah, from anywhere you can access it. If you
web,
have internet connection, you can access
yeah,
it from anywhere.
like yeah, web-based in the sense it's like some, for example, a Windows media player. It's a Windows
Yeah,
based.
yeah,
Some,
yeah. It
yeah,
has to be installed in your local machine. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So the same way, Cognos has a web-based and Windows-based as well. So these are the different tools that we are going to cover in the course. Okay, and so this is the user interface. Before that, I will take you through the course content. So these are the different PPTs which I am going to give you for each and every studio. We have a report studio, query studio, framework manager, analysis studio, Cognos connection. So these are the different components which are available in Cognos. For each and every component, I will be giving you the PPT with the screenshots.
okay.
So along with that, I'll be giving you few topics to practice. So in that document, I have mentioned that step by step. So in the first step, what you need to do, and the second step, you have to go to that particular option. Once you click on it, what will be the next step? So those kind of things will be available. Let me. Yeah, writing course content. Yeah. So this is a course content. So introduction, what are the different studios and different data sources. So what's the new in Cognos 10 BI? Okay. While going through each and every studio, I will explain these options. Okay.
Okay.
And then administration part, what is a Cognos connection, how to create a URL and then run and view reports, run history, how to schedule single and multiple reports, how to take a backups. So all those deployment mainly, okay. These are all admin contents. And then Query Studio, it's an ad hoc querying tool. So what is how to create reports and how we can enhance the reports in Query Studio. So then Report Studio. So this is a to create advanced reports we'll use Report Studio. So how to create list reports, how we can focus reports using filters, cross-tab reports, chart reports. So how we can design effective reports. So conditional formatting, drill throughs. So these are the different concepts which I am going to cover. And then Analysis Studio. Then Framework Manager, metadata modeling part. So these I am going to cover majorly. So the handouts would be the PPTs, each and every PPT along with the screenshots.
So how many days it will be in the training?
Like 25 to 30 hours. This
so can I
program is
complete
planned.
it, like 20 days like that? 21 days.
Yes, we can. No issues. In case if you are grasping it faster, then we can do it.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
So we have a limited time.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I have up to this February is fine. Up to this February ending, it's fine for me. These 30 days.
Okay, okay. So in the weekends we can spend 2 hours so that we can finish it faster.
Yeah, fine.
So what's your available timings?
Yeah. Actually, when are you free? First you tell me, then I can let you know.
Okay. So for me, it's before in the morning my time before 9.
Your timings is in central timings. I mean US timings.
No, IST.
Right?
IST.
India timings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, before 9 you are free.
Yeah, before 9 a.m. IST. And
Okay.
after this time after 9.
After 9 means okay. After 9 it's fine for me. This time is fine. Like morning 10 o'clock for me means after
Okay.
it's a 9:30 for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it fine?
Fine. Yeah, we can make it 9.
9? Okay, no problem. 9. Okay, fine. 9
Same
IST,
time.
right? Okay.
Yeah, 9 IST.
Okay, fine.
9
Then
PM IST.
then about the payment options, I need to pay to you or I need to pay to
No,
you?
you have to discuss with the Ganesh or the person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. And one more doubt. Actually, I heard that if the Cognos is the famous reporting tool, right? Because nowadays so many reporting tools are available in the industry.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So is it a good career to choose? It's a good option to choose this
Yeah,
career?
I'd say definitely yes, because from last 7 years I am working on this tool.
Mm-hmm.
So also I worked on SSRS as well for some time,
Okay.
but it's not what I can say. It's not user friendly, I can say.
Okay. Okay.
And then BOS, yes, it's a good tool, but it's a SAP product.
Okay.
It will be more costly, so most of the people will go for this Cognos because it's the price is moderate,
Okay.
not cheap and then not high, too costly.
Okay. And
So I
how
worked
about
around. Yeah, please go ahead.
MicroStrategy? I also heard that it's a famous one.
Yes, okay, but I haven't worked on it, so I can't comment on it now, since I don't know anything about it. So.
Okay. Okay, and in the real time actually, so is it mandatory that we should know that ETL concepts also a little bit? Is it mandatory?
It would be helpful for you. You will not succeed, I can say.
Database concepts in the sense like means
The database, how to work with the database, how to write a SQL queries.
yeah, I know the SQL and PL SQL helpful very well.
Oh, then it's fine, because when it will helpful is like while doing the testing part, once you have built a report and you want to test it against the database, so you have to write a query.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, that time it will be helpful, and it is mandatory, I can say.
Yeah, I know that because I'm from computer science only, so I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I forgot what's your name.
Raju.
Okay, fine, Raju. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.